Well, in just about a month, St. Vincent Charity Hospital will close inpatient facilities and transform into an outpatient center with an urgent care. We've been telling you about this now for several months. It's a move that concerned many because about 25% of the patients there have psychiatric conditions and they need to be transferred to other facilities.
But we've learned that they just got a much-needed financial boost from a longtime provider. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins joins us now to explain that.
Yeah, this is actually very good news. The ADAMHS board of Cuyahoga County approved $4.4 million to continue funding the psychiatric emergency department at St. Vincent Charity Medical Center. On November 15th, St. V's will cease providing inpatient hospital care for medical, psychiatric, and substance use patients, but they will continue operating that psychiatric emergency department that treats about 3,500 patients a year.
That'll be used for the psychiatric emergency department. It'll be used for 23-hour observation. It'll be used for psychiatric services. It'll be used for people who are in a psychiatric crisis. But what St. Vincent's has told us is that, that the continued operation of the psychiatric emergency room, that they are working on transfer agreements with other area hospitals. So if a person would need inpatient services or behavioral health services, inpatient services, hospital stay, that they could be transferred to another area hospital.
Now, St. Vincent cited financial concerns for the restructuring, but when they made the initial announcement, they did not indicate if the psychiatric emergency department would remain open. So this funding will keep it running at least through next year, which is critical. And the Cuyahoga County Alcohol, Drug and Addiction and Mental Health Services Board, they've provided funding for St. Vincent's Psych ED for the last 20 years. They even increased this year, this funding, to meet the rising costs. We were talking about inflation. And coming up at 5:30 and 6, I'll explain how more funding is coming our way to help with behavioral health issues in our region, and we can't get it soon enough.
Yeah, mental health such a focus this month, but you know, it goes beyond that most certainly.
Absolutely.
Mon, it is Thursday. That means we get updated COVID numbers.
It's Jay's
You know
favorite
I'm going to grill you on this.
It is.
What's the latest on the COVID stats?
I should just look at Jay and say, Jay, tell us,
Yes.
what would they be?
That's your area.
These are numbers.
I watch them closely, but I know that you understand them far better than I do.
We're still in the good news phase, folks. We're down about 1,400 cases. I think we had about 8,500 last week. So the trajectory's still going down, although hospitalizations, we saw a little bit of a bump, but everything else is going down. That's very, very good. Keep in mind, Ms. Kling has told us that the weather is going to get colder, and what does that mean?
Everybody gets inside.
All your windows get closed, we all get up close and personal, and we start spreading all those germs, and it's all the other respiratory, COVID is there, it's always gonna be there for quite some time, but now we're dealing with all those other respiratory illnesses that are, just as bad because we haven't really experienced them in some time. And then we got to deal with flu because flu's coming, and there's a worry that this could be a rough flu season too.
Likely because we've all thrown the masks away.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're back to normal. I mean, this is what happens cold and flu season.
Yep, the numbers go up.
Get your flu shots.
Thanks, Mon.
Sure. Thanks, Mon.